Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Manhood.
Dating apps are destroying your mental health, and here's why. For starters, bro, dating apps are not made to help find you a date. They're there to make money. So when you pull out your phone and you start swiping, why do you think it instantly wants you to pay to see how many people have liked your profile? Bro, if you're a man in 2023 and you're still using dating apps, then I feel sorry for you. You are wasting your time. The chances of you actually finding a girl to date through a dating app is very, very slim. The odds are not in your favor, bro. Most of the women that are on them are using them for validation. They're not even interested in finding a date. And they view guys who use dating apps as thirsty beta males. And bro, I hate to break that to you, but it's the truth, bro. You need to go out there and meet girls in real life. And I know that's seen as weird in this modern day, but how do you think your
There's few of us that will do well on dating apps.
mom met your dad? They didn't have dating apps. They spoke to each other like normal human beings. And now because your chances are slim and girls don't really care about men on dating apps, that's fucking with your mental health and self-esteem. You automatically think that there must be something wrong with you, but chances are it's not you, bro. It's the app. You need to stop placing your self-worth on how many matches that you get off Tinder. Delete those apps, bro, and start interacting with women in real life.
True.
Dating apps are by far the biggest waste of time. I say this for a few different reasons. The first one being you will rarely ever meet up with the person that you're talking to. I feel like most people on dating apps use the app as like an ego boost, and they don't actually care about going out on a date or meeting up with someone. They just use it to boost their confidence.
Yeah, when I was on the apps, I would match with a lot of people. Like, not a lot, but I'd match with a decent amount of people. Just never go anywhere. It's just match. They don't even ever reply to your match, to the matches or anything, which is, again, probably a big form of validation for a lot of these women.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but when you're on a dating app looking to meet up with someone and no one's actually trying to meet up, you were just wasting your time. The second reason why it's a waste of time is if you're actually looking for a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you're putting yourself in a pool of people who are not looking for the same thing. And granted, some people are, but that is not the right place to do it. Most people on that app are just looking for a one-time hookup or just a situationship. And say you actually do.
I do feel like most people, especially men on the app, are looking for that. I don't think very many men are looking for it for like long term. At least I don't think so.
You meet up with someone through a dating app, it's a completely different experience than actually meeting them in person at like a bar or at a party and like getting to know them in person and then going on an actual first date. You were actually able to see who this person is in person rather than just photos and texting them. It's a completely different experience.
Agreed. I mean, I'm a 90 or an 80s baby, 86. So, you know, I grew up in the 90s and 2000, early 2000s before technology. And, you know, I didn't date during that time. I was in high school. I didn't date till after high school. But even me dating after high school, dating apps weren't a thing. I met everybody organically. Like, especially a lot of people that I met was through tennis, school, even some of the little businesses that I was doing or a lot of my hobbies. Nowadays, even if I do my hobbies, playing tennis and bowling, I don't really meet that many women anyways. So,
Dating apps like Tinder are making billions of dollars by scamming men.
Mostly
If
men.
you've downloaded Tinder before, you've probably seen this. You download the app, you're getting a couple matches, some likes are starting to roll in, and then it kind of slows down. You see that there are some likes there, but you're not able to see who they are. And then Tinder will pop up a little ad and say, hey, give us $30 a month. We'll show you who these girls are. We'll show you who liked you. So you pay
a lot of it's probably bots anyways, just for them to entice you to pay that money.
$30. You open up the little likes panel, only to find that it's girls that you're not attracted to at all, or bots who are trying to sell you some sort of OF subscription or steal your credit card information or something like that. This is why Tinder and other dating apps are honestly a huge scam. They make men think that the only reason they're not getting matches is because they haven't paid yet. And once they give them this $30 a month, magically their problems are going to go away. They're going to start to have hundreds of matches flowing in, and all these beautiful women are going to start liking their profile.
Is that what us men think? I don't think you guys think that, do you? I mean, maybe back in the day, but nowadays we are quite well aware of what's going on with the dating apps.
Which is partly true, but for most men it's not. Here's the thing, when you buy something like Tinder Gold, you're paying for your profile to be put in front of more women. But that doesn't mean these women are going to swipe right on your profile.
Correct.
Think about it. If I went to you and said, hey, give me $30 and I'll put your resume on the CEO of Google's desk. There you go. Doesn't mean you're going to get the job. Doesn't mean he's going to pick up that resume and be like, oh yeah, we need to hire this guy right now.
I mean, when you say it like that, I'd probably pay $30 for my application or whatever it is to be in front of the CEO's desk. It's like there is some things that he's talking about that I would pay for just because the exclusivity of that particular thing might be hard to get otherwise.
If your resume isn't optimized, and
I'm not talking about dating women though. I'm just talking about the actual, he just his example.
you don't meet the qualifications to work at Google, he's going to throw that thing in the trash bin.
True.
Women are doing the same thing to your profile when you buy Tinder Gold. If you put the cart before the horse, you pay that $30 a month to put your profile in front of more women, but it's not optimized yet, no wonder you're not getting matches, boys. But Tinder doesn't care whether you're successful or not. They just want that $30 a month in their pocket.
True.
And they're going to convince you that the only reason you're not getting matches is because you haven't paid them yet. Fact of the matter is, guys, if you haven't optimized your profile, if you don't already have dozens of likes and matches waiting for you, don't waste your money on Tinder Gold. Instead, focus on taking high quality photos that clearly show what you look like, show yourself at your best, and show you in interesting situations, doing interesting things. Fixing your profile is going to get you way more matches than buying Tinder Gold with an unoptimized profile. Now, I drop free Tinder tips on this page every single day, so if you haven't yet, make sure you pound that like button, follow along for more tips, and if you want to, check out my ultimate dating profile guide available in the link in my bio.
See, I'm not a big fan of the men selling these dating guides and things like that. And I do want to make a guide myself, but it's a guide for YouTube, how to start YouTube and things like that. I don't really care to guide you towards dating because dating is a little hard. There's so many little nuances that works for me, might not work for you. And there's plenty of other channels that kind of cover that already. So check them out. I don't know them, but there's channels out there.
So Tinder and pretty much every other single dating app have released this new feature where you can now filter people by height. So now pretty much every single girl on TikTok is saying that they are setting their bare minimum height setting to 6'1", which is literally less than 5% of men in the United States. But this new feature has gotten a ton of backlash from men online, with many saying that they want a setting that will filter women by weight or else they will delete the app altogether.
Seems fair.
Fair argument. Judge men by something that they can't control, which is universally offensive, and in return be judged by something controllable, yet universally offensive. Though the funniest part about this argument between weight and height is that weight can be fixed, while height you're stuck with. Naturally? What base of argument is this even? If she doesn't like you because you're under 6'1", consider yourself lucky because you just dodged a bullet.
Dating. It's been a tough thing for a lot of people, especially over the pandemic. And there's news that's coming out from a Pew Research poll that in late 2020 found that nearly half Americans say that dating has gotten harder over the last 10 years. Nearly 70% of them say their dating lives are not going well, and 75% of them say it's becoming somewhat or very difficult to find someone to date in the first place, so they're just basically taking themselves off the market in general.
Yeah, so this was a research poll that I covered in an article I wrote for a women's magazine, Evie magazine, if you're familiar with it, the other day. And I'm super glad our producers put this in the script today because it's really alarming stuff. Not only are we overwhelmed with hookup culture and a lack of monogamy and a lack of marriage, but we are actually just so dissatisfied with dating in general that this poll later goes on to say half of American adults are off the dating market altogether, and more than half of single women in this country are just choosing not to date.
Sounds about right.
You can blame modern feminism for this. Way to go, ladies. There is one major factor to all problems between the sexes. It is modern feminism that has made men enemies of women, and vice versa. Blame feminism and hypergamy. Can't hold on to a relationship if the woman always has her options open, waiting to monkey branch to the next best option.
We made a fake profile on Tinder of just an average looking girl.
Yeah.
Just average, like nothing special. And we started just swiping on every guy. After an hour, everyone was a match. He was like, match, 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 match. And his phone started getting so many notifications of matches and messages that his phone started overheating and then wouldn't turn on.
Yeah.
It probably got up to a point of like 800 or 900 matches.
What? I get it. I get if you're getting that kind of matches and that kind of attention on the women's side, how they would feel through their psyche, but it's also fake validation.
Before the profile was shut down.
Wow, and that's an average-looking woman.
And
So
she's
imagine
average.
like an attractive-looking woman. I had a client who told me he used a photo of a tree as the first photo and still got like hundreds of matches.
Online dating is a rigged circus, and men are the clowns being laughed at. It's
That
not
we are.
dating anymore, it's digital window shopping, where women treat men like clearance items and toss them aside like yesterday's trash. The apps have turned love into an ego game, feeding women non-stop attention and giving men false hope. Women swipe past 95% of men like they're beneath them, holding out for some imaginary alpha who never shows. Meanwhile, men are paying for premium scams just to be ignored. Only 1% get chosen. It's brutal, humiliating, and pathetic, and the collapse of this soulless industry is long overdue.
Some dating apps put fake profiles of very attractive, usually women, right? Because men are actually more likely to use dating apps and are more likely to pay for the premium profiles compared to women who don't have to because they're going to get matches anyway. So anyway, the dating app companies, they'll seed them with fake attractive women profiles and intentionally match with men who have recently downloaded a new profile. And the idea here is that if they download the app and they immediately match with an attractive woman, and then they usually have a couple of conversational exchanges like, hey, how's it going? Good. How are you? Then that's it. The robot no longer responds to the user. The reason why this is done is basically to give them a little hit.
It's a major hit.
They called it chasing the dragon, which is basically a term from drug usage, right? From heroin. You give them a little hit and then they're going to be chasing that high for the rest of their lives. They are creating a lot of heartbreak and a lot of frustration.
You won't say which dating app. That's too bad because they deserve the exposure, but I understand your reticence.
I will say that if one app is doing it, then that means more than likely they all are.
Agreed.
Wow, that's predatory and outright, leading someone on in the worst way possible, duplicitous with
I mean, this is how like the gambling apps work too, right?
harmful intent to ghost so many people, resulting in high depression, low self-esteem, and eventual chronic heartbreak. Downright evil and unconscionable. Men are often the ones footing the bill in the dating app game, and sadly, they're the ones getting played the hardest. No wonder their stocks fell. Thanks for watching Manhood.
Like, any of you guys still use dating apps? Do you actually get matches? Do you actually get to meet people? Like, actually go out on dates with people through the dating apps? Let me know, because to tell the truth, I don't think it's like a normal thing for a lot of men is to match and actually get dates from these apps, right? And this is the whole scam. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time.